Today is, wow, did it again. I was about to say Friday. Jumping ahead. Today's Thursday, November the 5th, I believe. Let me look. Yeah, November the 5th. And I am your host, KC Phoenix. And this is my daily thought. I have a lot of things going through my head right now. That's why I'm sort of moving in slow motion here. Because I have my tea. I'm looking at my chicken, or my, as I say, chicken. And then I have the TV going on the right-hand side. And then I was thinking about something else, too. And yeah, I just got a lot of things on my mind. And the lighting, because of the TV, that's what's happening for anybody who may watch the video. But as I said before, people usually listen to the podcast, which is fine. Where am I at? What am I doing? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay. So today was really just mellow. There wasn't anything, not like yesterday. It's been real mellow today and stuff. So I don't have any stories of anything that's really happened today. I ordered a bunch of stuff from Amazon, but that's nothing new. I'm thinking I'm ready for Xbox Series X to come out next week. So, gonna be looking at that. What else? I don't know. I'm going through my memory here. I'm doing recall right now. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well then, yeah, and then I was thrown off by the day because it was dark outside when I went to throw out the trash, when I took out the garbage. And I was like, why is it so dark all of a sudden? Then it hit me when I came back in. I was like, oh yeah, daylight savings time. So that hit me. I have to take a sip of this tea because it's looking at me, I'm looking at it, and my mouth is watering. Okay. Got a sip of my tea. So, since there isn't much on the pre-stuff to talk about, I can just go ahead and get right into the daily thought. Stay fertile. And what I mean by that is stay open. Obviously, I'm not talking about, any type of conception type stuff, even though that's great if you are fertile. But I'm talking about being open to things, being able to absorb things and produce something of value, whether it is of value for yourself or of value for the world and others and all that other stuff, is what I think of. Because it's difficult when you're not fertile, when people can't plant seeds in you to help you produce the things you need to grow and live off of. And the best way to get the right seeds is to stay fertile and stay open, but also be discerning, because you don't want people just planting anything. You don't want them planting tare when you want wheat. So keep that in mind too. But in order to receive the things, you have to stay fertile. You have to have an open mind. And you can be very opinionated and still have an open mind. Just like me, I'm a know-it-all. And I'm not a know-it-all because I know everything. For my situation, I'm a know-it-all because usually I know how to get the answer to something. Where I know I don't know everything, obviously. None of us know everything. But I'm very resourceful when it comes to, if I don't know something, I'll keep searching until I find the answer, the correct answer. or several answers, and then I can filter and determine which answer is more than likely the most factual, or the answer that best solves my issue that I may have that created the question in the first place. But regardless of my attitude of being a very opinionated person, being a know-it-all person, I will still remain fertile. I'm still open for people to plant seeds where if someone wants to tell me something, I'll listen to it. Even if I feel I may already know the answer, or if I feel that doesn't sound right, but I know I can look up something later and see what the deal is. Regardless of how my feelings are, or regardless of how your feelings are at the time. I have to take another sip of my tea. Okay. Regardless of how my feelings are, regardless of how your feelings are at the time, it still behooves you to at least hear certain, take in what you can. You can even, and this is something that I do, I don't take in every single word, every single thing word for word. What I will do sometimes is I'll take in, if someone, out of 100%, if someone is telling me something that I may feel I already know, or that I can get a better answer to, or this or that, or either I just don't care at the time, but I'll still take in the information, I will take in like maybe 15% of 100%, and then determine, okay, well, maybe this is worth looking into, or whatever. I may take in 50% or 75%, depending on what the situation is, what the subject is about, what my mood is, what's going on. But regardless, I still do my best to listen, because every now and then that seed will come along that's planted, that will, how can I say this? That will make a difference, if not immediately bearing fruit, that may bear fruit later on down the line, that can help sustain you. But you won't ever be able to grow that fruit if you're not fertile, if you're not open to information. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. And there isn't any long explanation to this. I mean, I could drag it out and talk about other stuff and do this and do that, but I just don't feel the need to. I'm pretty sure that people get it. Even and this is something that isn't a specific environment. This is something. Okay, I was looking at an email. That's why my head turned sideways. This isn't something for a specific environment. This is something for every environment, where it can be in your family environment, stay fertile, where if there's something that your parents or your siblings or whoever wants to tell you, it doesn't hurt to listen. And as I said before, you don't have to take in all of the information that they're giving you. You can mentally learn how to block off what people say, or portions of what people say, because this also can be related to don't let too many people in your ear. So it's all a balance. It's a balancing act, is what it is. But you don't want to cut the entire world off, where you don't want to hear anything, where you're like, I don't want to hear anything. nothing is getting through. If you're not fertile, then where nothing is getting through, then seeds can't be planted to grow what you need to possibly eat from later and sustain you in life. So, and as I said before, you can't just let people plant any type of seed in your mind. You have to have discernment to know what will grow, what seeds will bear fruit that has a positive effect on you, and what seeds will bear fruit that have a negative effect on you. And I'll say it again, all of it is a balancing act. Throughout all of that, though, you still have to stay fertile. You have to remain somewhat open to what others have to say, regardless of how much you know or how much you think you know or how much you feel you don't need to know from an individual. And there are those people who they're usually wrong most of the time about everything, but they want to offer these seeds of advice. But I say to you, the old saying, even a broken clock is right twice a day. You just have to have discernment when it comes to that stuff. And that's really it. I'm also in mellow chill mode right now, so that's another reason I'm not looking to drag this out. I am looking at something for the show. I'll know for sure by next week. I will be... Oh, speaking of which, what am I doing this weekend for Keeping It Real with KC? Because everybody knows my daily thought is a supplement to the Keeping It Real with KC show. I have to check something right quick. Let me look. Okay, so this weekend I will do a sports episode for Keeping It Real with KC. I don't know what it will be. I'll find something related to sports because it's always a learning experience for me because sports really isn't my thing. But I will be doing a sports episode this weekend, and I need to actually type that while it's in front of me. So, yeah, that will be happening this weekend for Keeping It Real with KC. I'll record it Saturday or Sunday. I'm leaning towards Saturday with recording Keeping It Real with KC episode. I hope that way I can focus on some other things, administrative stuff, and while I'm focusing on that administrative stuff, I should have a decision on if I'm going down a certain path by next week. I hope. Keep your fingers crossed. Oh yeah, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform, KIRWKC on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook.com/KIRWKC. If you're watching this on YouTube or Daily Motion, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And do I have anything else? Not really. I really don't. I don't. Yeah, there's something else I want to talk about, but it's going to be for... I'm looking at another email. Okay. I'm going to... I'll do that tomorrow. Which tomorrow's daily thought will be interesting. And it will be a little bit taboo. So for those of you who have sensitive ears, as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to put tomorrow's episode as an adult episode or explicit or whatever, even though I don't plan on using foul language or anything like that. But the things that will be discussed on tomorrow's episode could be considered kind of explicit. So on the podcast, it'll probably say explicit or something. So just a heads up. Yeah. And that's all I have. Thank you everyone for your support. Love you guys. I appreciate it. Until next time, be blessed.